just mention about my wall argument, why Mexico should build it and we pay for it? That way you get around the eminent domain issue, which is going to just prevent the wall anyway.
And who cares about their environment?
I care. Oh, Dana. My goodness. You're not invited to my Christmas party.
Well, are you having a Christmas party?
I'm not telling. Oh. Last night, Ted Lieu, a Democratic congressman from, spoiler alert, California, said that if he could, he'd restrict speech. You know, I believe him.
I would love to be able to regulate the content of speech. The First Amendment prevents me from doing so. And that's simply a function of the First Amendment. But I think over the long run, it's better that government does not regulate the content of speech.
Oh, how nice of him. Thank you, sir, for giving a thumbs up for our right to free speech. We were worried there. But here's the thing Ted misses about threats to speech. It's coming from his side. Today, it's the leftists on campus, shrill celebrities, nervous CEOs who seek to stop you from speaking your mind. Worse, they're also punishing you if you don't speak what's on their mind. Use the wrong pronoun, you're toast. Meanwhile, Trump's barreling in the opposite direction. He'll say anything. Take Tuesday's meeting. Chancey badly wanted the border wall discussion done in secret.
The point is that there are equities to be weighed. And we're here to have a conversation in a prayerful way. So I don't think we should have a debate in front of the press on this.
Trump insisted we see the sausage being made, and surprised, the media sided with the pair who wanted to hide the sausage. Funny, Trump's transparency scares the media, who pretended for so long to be about uncovering the truth. But that was only if the truth was what they believed. Fact is, when it comes to speech, you won't find a better role model than Trump. He won't shut up. And he's revived the dead mainstream media by giving them a simple business plan: bash Trump every day. For 8 years, they were as frozen as boardwalk bananas, and Trump finally thawed them out.
Why are you picking on Pence? So what if he was frozen?
he was, you know, he was like me on the subway. When something's going down on the subway and you don't want to make eye contact, you're just like this. Please, please. And Emily, I want you to use as much hand gestures as you can when I ask you, isn't speech under threat really on campuses and in companies, and it's not coming from Republicans?
Absolutely. And yes, and it's really, how about I sit on my hands for this, and then we'll see if I can, stay here. Yeah, I mean, as evidenced by the fact that UC Berkeley was made to pay that huge settlement. And I want to point out something about Ted Lieu. He just gets under my skin so much. This guy, 20,000 tweets. I'm sure he would be the last person to want to be censored. And I looked up his record, you guys. He's missed 9.6% of votes. That's a huge percentage when the median is 2.4. So how about this, Rep? Why don't you take your time actually representing your constituents rather than shouting about it on Twitter and then trying to censor others? And, you know, he also voted nay on the Patriot Act revision in 2015. So I find that surprising, given that basically he's against Big Brother in that regard, but then wants to censor others.
Ooh. You can use your hands now.
Was this awkward?
Hands,
Didn't like that?
Jesse, what are your thoughts on that stellar monologue?
My thought is, does someone screen that monologue beforehand?
I did.
Does anybody ever look that over, or do you just have full control?
He asked me.
People trust me.
No, really?
I'm the voice of America.
I thought Jesse was going to interrupt you and say, did you really say that he talks too much?
Yes.
That's not what I was going to interrupt and say.
No, you know, the
few other things.
Obviously, there was an implication that he was saying, you know, I would like to limit speech, but he mentions Fox News. He would like to limit Fox News.
He wants to limit the First Amendment. They want to limit the Second Amendment. I remember this reminds me of President Obama when he kind of let it slip, and he goes, yeah, we just want to spread the wealth around. And sometimes liberals say that, say, yeah, I do want to regulate speech, and that's when the truth comes out. And you're right, they want to regulate it on college campuses, the internet. They tell Trump he can't say that, yet he keeps winning. So I don't think what they really want is working. What's happening here is that if you have 200 years and you have people in this country as politicians, you run out of new legislation. So in order to make yourself useful and justify your job, you have to say, oh, we got to pass this bill, we got to pass this bill, we got to regulate this, we got to regulate businesses. After a while, you don't need any more laws. Everything's fine, guys. Rep. Yeah. Leave it alone, Rep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Juan, do you agree? No more laws?
No more laws.
Yes, we're done. I mean, we need
in other words,
laws.
history is over.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we thought that back after the Berlin Wall came down. It didn't work, Jesse. But anyway.
What are you talking about?
Well, don't
after
worry
that?
about it. We thought history was over. I'll explain to you later. But on this argument.
Just read the article by Hans.
Well, I'll get back to it.
He is
because
German,
you're going
by
to
the way.
test me on it. But on this argument, what interests me here is, you know, it's futile to say you're going to regulate speech. That's ridiculous.
But it's happening,
But it's
Juan.
not. Well, you know what's interesting? You and I differ on this because I think it's happening when people say things like pro-life versus pro-choice. Or they say pro-gun or Second Amendment rights versus public safety.
I agree with you there.
You know,
Right.
they choose their language.
Right.
And they insist on, or they say identity politics versus individual rights that should be protected for gays, minorities, Jews, whoever. So people choose their language.
Right.
And the question I think that he's really interested in comes from the hearings earlier this week with Google. Remember when Google was there and they had people like Steve King and others
Right.
saying, hey, well, how come when there's a search, it comes up negative for me? What did Ted Lieu say? He said, if you want to have good search results, do good things.
Which
And I
was
think a
missing the
lot of
point.
Republicans are
He was
angry.
talking about the
Yeah,
content
only
versus
Republicans do
suppression.
bad things, Juan.
What?
Only Republicans do bad things?
No, I think we agree it's Greg today.
Well, yes. Let me bring Dana in this. I actually agree with Juan talking about how language can be regulated by the choice of terminology you use. But what we're seeing now is we're actually being told that if you don't use certain words, you can get in trouble. So if you actually do not agree to using a specific pronoun, you could be in trouble.
You no longer have the right to remain silent.
Right.
Right? One thing that's ironic about this, so big tech has replaced big banks or big pharma as what the liberals want to go after.
Right, and Wall Street.
And, well, big banks.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Right, I got it.
Yes, wow.
And the thing is that
Excuse me.
the Silicon Valley is mostly
Try to
liberal,
keep up,
right?
Greg.
Yeah.
Like they're almost liberal. Wait till 3 weeks from now when the Democrats have subpoena power, they have the gavel, and they are going to go after Silicon Valley because that's their new target. And so pretty soon you're going to see a bunch of Silicon Valley people maybe rethinking their support.
Yes, or upping the virtue signaling to save.
Oh, that would be exhausting.
That was to save their skin.
We could have like a scale.
We could have a scale. Scales are fun. I'm gonna have one at
Not
my
always.
Christmas party.
Am I allowed to talk about Rudolph's red nose, or is that bad?
It is bad.
That's bad.
It's
Okay.
bad. He had a drinking problem.